When I tell you this is going to be my favorite course, my favorite video, because I love talking about all things discipline. Let's get started. Because if you struggle with exercising, struggle with eating healthy, struggling with even achieving your goals or even setting goals, this is for you. So, the specific thing I want to talk about is the first thing is, why is discipline hard? Discipline is hard because it comes with our habits. Our habits tend to be habits that we don't realize that we formed without realizing. The things you do consistently is what you become. Habit. Your habits are who you are and what you do daily in your actions. But something else is your habits are proof to whether you will succeed or not. So, how do we put that into practice specifically with the habits? What I want you to do right now, not really right now, I mean when you're done with the video, if you just not right now because you're watching this right now. You're gonna be watching because I'm watching you. But it's funny because I'm saying I'm watching you and I'm really looking right there. I'm not even looking in the middle of the screen. But let me continue. When it comes with habits, I want you to specifically write. Okay, I want you to write down a whole paragraph of who who's your dream self. Like what do they do? How do they wake up in the morning? What do they do in the morning when they wake up? What do they do after they wake up? What do they do before they go to bed? Like, write the routine of who your dream self is. Then, this is what I want you to do. Based on your dream self, I want you to look at the habits that they do consistently. I'm going to give an example. Wake up early in the morning, read the Bible, have some coffee. Wake up earlier than usual, especially before work, and just spend time with the Lord and like really have a very structured morning routine, specifically with hygiene, has good hygiene, takes care of themselves, self-care. Or do you see where I'm coming at with this? And then something else I want you to do is, if that dream self of yours has a specific job or a specific career, listen, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So even if you feel that doubt in your mind that you can never be that, trust me, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Another thing is that nothing is too hard for you because you have the Lord. And another thing is that as long as you put your mind to something, it will happen if it is in God's will. So, I want you to write down your dream self. Even after that, write down goals that you want to achieve by the end of 2026 or by the end of whatever year you're watching this. But what I want you to do is I want you to make goals like, okay, I want to do this, this, this. Then, from those goals that you made, I want you to write down what habits you need to do daily and weekly in order to achieve those goals. Because, like I said before, success is in the hands of your habits. What you do daily tells you if you're going to be succeeding or not. So, if you want to reach success, it's not the sense that you just set a goal and you try to achieve it. It's the sense that you achieve it through the habits you do every day. Because, listen, it's better to get 1% better every single day than to get 1% worse, because you're just but if you get 1% better, it goes up. Now, something I want you to realize that you don't have to be extreme. You don't have to be extreme. It doesn't have to be. Let me use exercise as an example. You don't have to exercise like, okay, I'm gonna lose 30 pounds, and you're like, I have to do so much. Like, oh my goodness, and then you go into it. First day, there's no results, and you're just like, it's kind of getting boring. You just look in the mirror if you have abs after the first hour, and delayed gratification. Delay your gratification. Another thing, I want you to realize that nothing comes intensely. Everything comes as it goes by. Because just like it goes up, it starts at the bottom. Like let's put it like this. You see how it starts at the bottom? You're starting where you are, but as you consistently go up and up, you're going higher, and then this is where success is. So, I want you to know it's the most important thing when it comes to discipline is that you keep trying, because an object in motion stays in motion. An object that's not in motion does not stay in motion. So the only way you fail is if you quit. And that's what discipline, and I don't want you to lean on motivation when it comes with trying to do your goals. Don't never, when I'm telling you, never lean on motivation, because motivation is fleeting. You have it once and it's gone. What will you do when you're tired? What will you do when you don't want to do it? Guess what? You gotta do it anyway, because that's discipline. And even when it comes to discipline and exercise, I want you to specifically, Max, exercise doesn't have to be all these big things. Oh, I gotta do Pilates. I got, fam, do an exercise that is fun to you. It could be walking. It could be walking while listening to prayer, while listening to gospel music or some good Christian rap music. It could be jump roping. It could be anything. Biking, like it's whatever's fun to you, whatever you find fun, do it. As long as you're moving your body, that's all that matters. Even like tennis, like it's broad, if that makes sense. But there's so much you can do with exercise. It doesn't have to be one specific thing, but find something you like and just stick with it, because the more you like it, the more easier it is to do every day, because you're gonna have fun. Another thing, dancing. I love dancing. It's fun. I don't do it like in a group, but I just dance like break dance, if that makes sense. That was kind of weird, but let me continue. No, discipline. So when it comes to, I want to talk about habits specifically. When it comes to making the habits for your goals, I want you to realize that it'll take time for those habits to stick, because it's not like you do one and done habit and it's already like, oh, I'm already my best self after doing that habit once. No, that's not how it works. It don't work like that. But it really don't work like that. But the thing is, I want you to honestly, bro, it's consistency. But a big thing. Oh, how could I leave this at the end? Hold up. We saved the good for the good for the last. The last for the good. I have noted what I'm saying, but let me just go into what I'm trying to say before I lose time. This is 10 minutes. So, if you truly want discipline, start with making the Bible your first discipline habit. I want you to put on the top of your goal list, be in complete alignment with God. And then you can write the rest of your goals. But make the biggest goal for you to be in complete alignment with God, because when you're in alignment with God, guess what? Your foundation is set. Guess what? His will be done in your life over your own. And guess whose will is better? Is your will better than God's will? I think not. So, yeah, definitely, yeah, make the Bible the first discipline habit, because something I also want to say is that discipline travels. So when you're disciplined in one thing, trust me, you got that mindset already. You got that consistency built. So that discipline, you can travel into something else and then into something else. That's why you can do all things through Christ, because Christ is the first piece of discipline that you need. Discipline in the word, discipline in even seeking the Lord and having a consistent relationship with God. Because if you're consistent with God, you're consistent with everything else. If you're not consistent with God, how are you going to be consistent with everything else that is in His will? Because you're not consistent with the one that should be driving your life in the will. I'm not gonna lie to you though, if God was my Uber driver, I'd kind of be scared. I'm not gonna hold you, because I feel like he'd be like, okay, let's go here. No. I'm not speeding. I'm not speeding, and the cops are behind us. You're going too fast, and he's just like, there they go again. Okay, let me stop talking now. But another thing is, did I add fasting to this? Oh, that's a separate. I want you to check out the fasting module after this. I might post this on YouTube, so maybe I shouldn't say module, but fasting video. But yeah. This is basically it. Goal setting, how to set and achieve your goals, discipline, consistency. That's it. In the Lord, you can do all things through Christ. And I'm saying this consistently the entire video, because you can't. You can't do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And this is the unk. This is the unk coming out of me right now, because, listen, you can do all things. And yeah, I'm going to put some free resources down in the description, so check them out. But I hope this bless your ears, honestly. I really hope this bless your ears. This is good. You better put everything into practice. I'm going to put an action plan too in the description, so I shall see you putting into practice. Actually, God's going to see you putting into practice. So if you say you're going to put it in practice, but you don't, I know where you live, by the way. Let me stop. Okay, I'm just going to end it there. See ya.